Hey guys, I just wanted to go over with you how to make a profile. This is one that we did in class, but I still wanted to review with you guys because your test is coming up in a couple days and you have to make one of these. The thing that's going to be different about this worksheet and your test is you will not have the elevations already labeled for you on here. You're going to have to look at your map and get your elevations from that and then put it onto your graph to create your profile. So this is our profile line. Remember, profile, we're just trying to figure out what is it going to look like if I were to look at this from the side. So if I were to walk from point A all the way to point B, what is my route going to look like? Am I going up a hill? Am I going down a hill? You know, is it going to be a steep climb? Is it going to be a gentle climb? What is it going to be like? So one of the things that I have you guys do first is you need to mark everywhere where your contour line intersects your profile line. So, just like this. Okay. And the next thing that I have you do is to take your little paper strip and you're going to label what the elevations are for each point that we have just marked. And we're also going to mark where there is an intersection between a contour line and our profile line. So I'm going to make a mark here because that's our first one. That's going to represent A. And A is on the 10 contour line. I can't remember if this is meters or feet. We'll just say 10 for now. All right, come over to my next intersection, mark it, and this one is on the 20. My next one is 30. And it's on that 30 contour line, but check this out, it comes around over here to this side too. We'll get back to that one in just a second. And then move over to my next mark, that's 40. Again, now we've reached the top of our feature here, and we're on the other side now. And then just like I said with this one earlier, make a mark there because that's 30. Continue going across. We are on another 30 contour line. 40. Here's 50. 50 continues over to this side. 40 continues over to this side. 30 continues over to this side. 20. And then I'm going to finalize over here at 10 with where point B is located. So the next thing that I do is I just drop this straight down. And there's a couple ways that I can do this. I can, from each point, okay, I can go straight up from where I've got it marked and place a dot there. I think that's going to be the easiest method to do. Another way that you could do it is you could just drop straight down from each mark here and plot right here onto your graph at the exact elevation that you're supposed to be at. We did that for practice. This might be a little bit easier of a method, so watch how I'm doing this. I just line up where I have A, so I'll just have A down here at this end, and then B down here at this end. And here's my mark for 10, here's my line for 10. I place a dot. Here's my mark for 20, here's my line for 20. I make a dot. Here's my mark for 30. Here's my line for 30. See how I'm keeping everything directly over top of my marks on here? That's important to make sure that you get a very accurate profile. Next, here's my mark for 40. Come up here to 40, 40 again. Moving a little bit faster because I think you guys can keep up with me. 30, 40, 50, 50, 40, 30, 20, and then 10. And so what you guys will do next is you'll connect these dots. Give it a nice rounded peak here, little dip, little peak, and then bring it straight down like that. So what I can see here is I've got two hills. I've got one smaller hill, I've got a higher hill. Profiles are great, but one of the tricks that we're trying to get you all to be able to do is be able to look at something like this, but immediately visualize something like this. So hopefully one of the things that you all have been able to take away from this lesson so far, as we've talked about topographic mapping, is that whenever you see these closed loops inside another closed loop, you know that you are looking at some kind of a hill feature, something that's going to have a top to it, a peak. And the more closed loops that you have, you know, the higher that your object is going to be that you're looking at. And that's what we can see with these two when we compare them. This only has 2, this one has 3. So it's a little bit higher up. Anyway, that's how you make your profile. Remember I said that on your test you will not have these things labeled. You also will not have this exact map. It will be a different map, but it will still be the same process. You will look at your profile line. You will make your dots where every intersection is located. You will mark on your strip of paper where your intersections happen and what the elevations are. You will bring it down to your graph. You will plot each thing out by the elevation and the exact location that it is on your paper strip. If this does not match up with the exact size for this, then your profile will be wrong. It will be inaccurate. So make sure that when you're making these marks, you make everything as accurately as possible. Take your time with it, guys, and use pencil because you will have to do some erasing every now and then. All right, thanks a lot. Hope you're studying.